Hi, everyone. We're coming to you live on 2K Sports, bringing you the NBA. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg and our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. We're inside the Wells Fargo Center, live from Philadelphia. It's the 76ers. And what a matchup we have here in the front court, Greg.
Yeah, each of these teams are anchored by their big men. I think it's going to be physical and highly intensified.
Now, here is George. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Collins. It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Well, Kevin, I was able to talk with Nick Nurse for a minute. He talked about the challenges that come with playing against Lauri Markkanen. Coach said you have to know where Lauri is at all times because he's so effective playing off the ball. He's a knockdown shooter and a smart cutter, and he moves extremely well for his size. This team's got a lot of respect for the mobile 7-footer. Back to you guys.
All right, David, thanks. Shot by Collins, no good.
And I think that one could have easily have fallen for him.
Here's George, driving to the basket. Misses from close range. And so Markkanen will bring it up for Utah.
And what I love about Markkanen, he takes care of the basketball, and that's a result of being patient, playing smart, and just generally getting his points within the flow of the offense.
George with the ball. Guarded now by Sexton. George, no good. Pass to Markkanen. Puts up a three. That's a miss. He's made one and missed one. Last break, Philadelphia. Finished off the break.
Well, you know, there's only so much you can do against Embiid, guys. I mean, he's such a terrifically skilled offensive player with great size. I mean, he plays pretty much through any kind of contact.
Kessler. And Embiid pulls it down. Here's Maxey. Down low. And the dunk by Embiid.
Strong move and a little spicy, too. Embiid's passion for the game, the way he plays, I love it.
Here's Collier. Can they get it? Another miss by Utah.
You can't miss those, but even the best do on occasion.
And here's George for three. Hits it from three-point range.
Nice play, and you can see they're gathering momentum.
You know, they need to stay aggressive here. Build the lead up while they've got the chance. Don't waste this opportunity.
Now, here's Collins. 2 points. That one goes.
And let the big man eat. It's clear that Collins loves getting these kinds of scoring opportunities.
Inside. And then George with the jam.
Yeah, you know, George really enjoys being in the air. I mean, this guy has great body control and bounce, and his slams at times can be absolutely sick.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
From deep, George got it. And he's now 3 for 5 from the field.
That last three must have bothered George a little bit. He goes to the arc with a purpose and fires off his answer.
The 76ers leading by 7. To the paint. Pass to McCain. Back to George. And it's George finishing it off.
And this offense is in a perfect rhythm, and you can see how they're finishing their plays.
Boy, this is borderline ridiculous. I mean, every single attempt finding the bottom of the bucket.
And you love how instant Collins' shot can be. Gets a pass and wastes no time in releasing it.
Now, here's Maxey. Maxey on the wing. That's good, and it's Embiid with the assist. Maxey's got a couple of threes now in the first for Philadelphia. Outside, Sexton. Here's Kessler. And Philadelphia grabs the miss.
Well, you know, this is what happens. You can't afford to lose concentration even for a nanosecond.
Right side, Maxey. Embiid.
Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
Tell you what, forget about easing into the game. They came out with guns blazing.
And stolen by Maxey. Paul George, he's been the guy making things happen for Philadelphia. He got... And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for Philadelphia.
We've got a bunch of this game yet to be played, but they're shooting it well from the three-point line. That's got to be a welcome sight.
Now Maxey. And Embiid throws it down.
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones.
Hey, they've got a nice, comfortable lead here, fellas. Might as well keep it simple. Do it a plain, simple one-hander, just like pound cake.
And what about the evolution of Tyrese Maxey? Greg, according to him, he's just getting started.
Well, Kevin, I'd have to agree. I mean, he's got some big shoes to fill with James Harden leaving, but each year this guy has just gotten better. And not only has he matched Harden's production in Philadelphia, I think he's exceeded it.
And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Kevin, thank you. The Utah Jazz last season became one of the first teams in the league to move their games to broadcast television. It's a gamble, but they just about tripled their reach. And with the rapid growth in the region, they have a chance to attract new fans. And Kevin, no doubt, other NBA teams are keen to see how this goes.
Oh, David, no question at all. We thank you for your report. Embiid knocks it home from distance.
Well, you know, that's the kind of competitive spirit Embiid plays with. I mean, if you knock one down on him, he's looking for you the next trip down.
And they double up Markkanen. Jazz passing it around. Stolen by George. And now Philadelphia on the break. Oubre, no one around him. A three-pointer off the mark. That's a two from Sexton. And it falls over the rim and in.
You know, the timing, the rhythm, I'm a big fan of when Sexton can just catch and shoot.
And here's Maxey. He has 6. Pass to George. Lets it go with a 3. Kessler with the rebound. Jazz trailed by 11. Collins, that's a two-pointer. And there's another turnover by the Jazz. Every year, Greg, we get a new batch of rookies into the NBA, and sometimes we're all guilty of judging them too early.
Oh, absolutely. I think we need probably 3 years to evaluate a player. You know, fans and media can be a little harsh at times, but not everybody develops at the same rate.
And so it's Maxey with it. He brings it up for Philadelphia. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. And the dunk by Embiid.
You know, with his size and offensive versatility, the defense really has its hands full with Embiid.
And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there. Outside, George fires the 3. Rebound, Utah. Right side, Collins. Three-pointer, Markkanen. Doesn't go that time. The 76ers leading by 11. Outside, George drills the three-pointer. George has got 13 points.
Nice rhythm to that play right there, and George was ready to fire.
Gives to Collins. Shoots the three. That shot is off. Coming up empty for the second time this game. 4 for 6. Here's Philadelphia. 14 points, their largest lead in the game. Now, here's Maxey. He has 6. Just 5 on the clock. Philadelphia needs to get a shot off. Oubre for 3. Offensive rebound. Over Sexton. Oubre can't get it to go.
I wouldn't say that's exactly his spot now. I mean, and you can see why.
Here's Collier. It's good from long range. He's got 5.
And, you know, even though he's not a lights-out shooter from deep, the defense still has to be more aggressive there.
Pass to Embiid. The rebound by Collier. Jazz trailed by 11. Here's Sexton. Here's Collins. Paul George grabs the miss. Maxey on the wing. The tray. And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. And so it's Philadelphia. Their lead at 11 points to end the quarter. Their shooting has been the big key. Their percentage from the field so far has been terrific. Back right after this. And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. The 76ers leading by 11. Well, Greg, over the last few seasons, one area of consistency for the Jazz has been their rebounding.
Yeah, and they have some size, and they make controlling the boards a focal point. When you're playing Utah, you better be ready to put a body on somebody.
And there's the call on Kyle Lowry. That is his first foul of the game.
His first personal foul. First team foul.
Here's Sensabaugh. Pass to Hendricks. Clock at 4. Here's Clarkson. Good on the shot, and that shaves the lead to single digits. Clarkson's got his first points in this one.
Fighting his way inside, Clarkson shows good body control.
Outside Lowry. To the inside. Here's Drummond. And it's Drummond with the jam.
Yeah, nice, strong finish on the inside.
But Greg, that's what he does. He's got the dunker mentality.
An absolutely tremendous athlete, able to go up and finish over the biggest of defenders.
Nice ball movement by Utah. The shot by Filipowski, no good. Philadelphia leading by 11. Outside Edwards. To the middle. Here's Drummond.
You know, Drummond always looks like he's trying to tear the basket down when he dunks.
Pass to Sensabaugh. Here's Filipowski. The long distance 3 is buried.
It's important that you have big men who can shoot in this day and age, and this guy can really stretch the floor.
Here's McCain. He's covered by Clarkson. To the paint. Here's Drummond. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Boy, excellent possession from this team that time. When you set up Drummond down low, I mean, you're going to get trips to the line.
You know, Clark, the days of trust the process are long gone. The Sixers are now focused on the now.
As well they should be, Kevin. With a superstar big guy in his prime in Joel Embiid, there's no time like the present. And it's not going to last forever, so they need to capitalize.
Here's Grimes. And Jordan Clarkson is going to pick up the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
Second team foul.
Here's Grimes. Pass to Lowry. 6 to shoot. Connects from three-point range. And the 76ers lead by 13.
Oh, that's from another zip code
You have to pick Lowry up at half court. Well, this guy will make you pay.
Here's Grimes. Outside for Lowry. To the inside. Drummond. And it's Drummond with the jam.
Oh, good execution there. Lowry with a pinpoint pass.
Hendricks can't get it to go. The 76ers leading by 15. Pass to Grimes. Oh, good with the triple.
And even without that three-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
And the shot goes in. And we will have a timeout called by Nick Nurse. Looking for a breather and maybe just one or two things to talk about. And we will have a timeout called by Nick Nurse. He wants to talk to his guys. With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. The NBA is looking for greater parity. The Golden State's Draymond Green said, quite frankly, with this new CBA, dynasties are over. We're the last dynasty you'll be able to speak of because of the way this salary cap is set up. Guess we'll see. Kevin?
I hope he's not right, but he may be onto something, David. Thank you. And it's Nick Nurse calling timeout here. And coach has decided they need a moment to talk things over. Third quarter of basketball here, and just a little under 3.5 minutes gone by. Down low. Here's Drummond. And Drummond throws it down.
Really crisp, intelligent passing to make that basket possible.
Pass to Sensabaugh. Misses the three. The 76ers leading by 15. Here's Grimes. Hendricks pulls it in. Back to George. And 1:01 left in the third quarter. And a missed layup. Lowry with the ball. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and two shots coming up. You know, Greg, thinking back to the glory days in Utah, they went to back-to-back finals in 97 and 98.
Unfortunately, though, Kevin, that Stockton-Malone era, they just couldn't overcome the dynastic Bulls. The Jazz still searching for that first NBA title.
You can just see and feel the passion behind the play of Kyle Lowry. It's like he's always got something to prove every time he's out there, and that energy is contagious. It spreads to his guys as well.
Potter misses. And so Lowry will bring it up for Philadelphia. 16-point lead, the largest margin in the game. Here's Hendricks. He has yet to score. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two. That's on Justin Edwards. The Jazz shooting their first shots from the stripe in this game.
And one of the highlights last year for this group was the fact that they were so efficient from the charity stripe. That's a huge factor.
You know, they would love to post a similar percentage again this season. I mean, I think that's safe to say they'd love to shoot free throws as well as they did a year ago.
Some changes here for the 76ers.
Shooting 2.
And he makes the first. He's perfect from the line this time.
And at the line, it's all about consistency with him. His routine, his stroke, it never wavers.
Oubre for 3. And no good that time. Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits, it may be difficult to overcome. 76ers lead by 14. And we're coming right.
34.
And with the 4th quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. Jazz trailed by 14. Clarkson with the ball. George picks him up. A nice shot by George. And it's 6 points for George.
And nice touch inside. George can finish from all 3 levels.
Outside, Maxey. No good from outside. And now here's George, the fast break opportunity. Right wing. Here's Sensabaugh. Had a chance there to cut it to single digits, but it's off target. Oubre for 3. Sinks the triple. Oubre's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
A legitimate sniper from distance. Love seeing Oubre Jr. shoot it with such precision.
Here's George. Paul George grabs the miss. Philadelphia leading by 15. Right side, Maxey. Here's the 3. A shot's good on the assist by George.
The numbers testify. Tyrese Maxey is one of the best three-point shooters in the NBA.
Pass to Hendricks. Another miss by Utah.
Kevin, you can understand the shot selection. I mean, he wanted to go back at him, and this came up short on the triple.
Out to Clarkson. Good on the three-point shot.
Looking strong. Clarkson gets great elevation on that jumper.
Maxey looking it over. Here's Embiid. Rebounded by Clarkson. The shot by George, wide open. Offline with his 3. Greg, their unselfish play has really been impressive.
They're trusting one another out there, wanting to get each other involved. This is great basketball.
Outside, George. Pass to Potter. Fires the jumper from the corner and nails it. Potter's got his first points of the game.
You know, not necessarily what you're looking for, but still able to convert.
Up top, Maxey. Here's McCain. Kicks it out to Maxey. 5 to shoot. George, no good. Jazz trailed by 15. It's George on the wing. Pass to Clarkson. And stolen by Maxey. Here's McCain. Buries the long-range jumper. McCain's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for the 76ers.
I like their defense tonight, and we don't talk about that side of the ball enough. You can really change a game when you get a bunch of steals and get out in transition.
Over to the wing. Embiid wide open. And the 76ers tack on 2 more.
Relentless in their approach, even with the game firmly in hand.
And, you know, until that final buzzer sounds, I mean, you've got to treat every possession like it's crucial.
And giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive style.
You know, with that size difference, that's not an easy shot. I mean, I don't care how close to the rim he is, that's a tough shot.
And guys, what we saw here tonight is one side having everything going for them. Huge margin of victory for the 76ers.
Tonight, they did a great job of getting everyone involved. They had the good passing, and that led to some open shots.
Solid play, definitely, Kevin.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Tyrese Maxey.
Well, you have to marvel at how well he picked apart that defense repeatedly. Found the right guy in the right spot at the right time.
And it's Maxey with the ball for Philadelphia. They led by as many as 18 points. Oubre, good.
And credit the whole team. It was a focused, concerted effort to put this one away.
Yeah, what a time to put the hammer down. Any hope of a comeback diminished.
Trying to add a few more points to their lead.
And they should just stay with what they've been doing.
George, no good. And that's a foul called on Kelly Oubre. That's his first foul.
That's his first personal foul. First team foul.
There's 31 seconds left in the fourth quarter.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
And, guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
Clearly a foul. I mean, didn't give him any choice but to blow the whistle. I mean, you got to play without fouling.
And George drops them both. So it's the Jazz now. They trail by 16. Here's Collier. And stolen by Maxey. For the finish. And slam dunk by Maxey. And that's a double-double for him now. 11 points and 11 assists. And so we see a technical foul called here. They're going to get him for hanging too long on the rim.
And though I know he's having fun, it's unnecessary. Showing up the other team, either here or down the road, that can give them some motivation against you.